What if I told you that one of the most legendary trail machines in Honda's history is making a comeback? Yes, the iconic XR250R, reborn for 2026 with modern upgrades but the same rugged soul we all know and love. And stick with me until the very end, because I've got a surprise detail about what Honda might be planning next in the XR lineup. Welcome to Z Auto Advisor, your trusted channel for motorcycle deep dives, reviews, and explorations of the machines shaping our riding future. Today, we're going to unpack everything about the 2026 Honda XR250R, its history, design, performance, and what makes it such an exciting return for off-road and dual sport riders. The Honda XR family is legendary. Since the 1970s, XR models were the ultimate go-to for riders who needed a bike that could do it all. Blast through desert trails, survive long rides in remote villages, handle everything from motocross jumps to long dirt roads. The XR250R, in particular, became an icon in the 1980s and 1990s. Known for its air-cooled four-stroke single engine, reliability, and ease of maintenance, it became the workhorse for riders in developing regions as well as weekend warriors in the US, Europe, and Asia. Ask any old-school off-roader, and they'll tell you, the XR never quits. That's the reputation Honda is now trying to reignite with the 2026 XR250R. When you first look at the 2026 Honda XR250R, you immediately recognize its heritage. Honda has kept the tall stance, slim bodywork, and aggressive front fender, all hallmarks of the XR look, but it's been modernized for today's riders. LED headlight. A sharp LED unit replaces the old square halogen. Brighter, more efficient, and unmistakably modern. Slim plastics. Honda has refined the plastics with better impact resistance and airflow, while still retaining that narrow trail-friendly profile. Digital dash. No more analog dials. Now you get a compact digital cluster with trip meters, gear position indicator, fuel gauge, and even Bluetooth pairing for basic notifications. Ergonomics. A tall but slim seat makes it easier for riders to grip with their legs, while the handlebars and foot pegs are positioned for comfort both seated and standing. It's a perfect mix of nostalgia and new age engineering. Engine and performance. Reliable power. Now, let's talk heart of the beast, the engine. The XR250R has always been about balance. Enough power for trails, not so much that it intimidates. The 2026 model keeps that DNA engine type. 250cc single-cylinder, four-stroke, liquid cooling now standard, ensuring better performance in hot climates and during long rides. Fueling, modern fuel injection for smoother throttle, better fuel economy, and compliance with global emissions rules. Power, around 27-30 horsepower, with 25 Nm of torque. That's not superbike numbers, but it's plenty for climbing hills, tackling ruts, or cruising a city commute. Transmission, 6-speed gearbox with smooth ratios, low enough for dirt, high enough for highway cruising. Starting system, electric start with optional backup kickstarter. Yes, Honda knows XR fans love the reliability of a kick option. When you twist the throttle, the power comes on smooth and predictable, perfect for technical trails or relaxed Sunday rides. Honda knows that XR riders don't stick to one type of terrain. The bike has to handle dirt, gravel, mud, and paved roads. Here's how the 2026 XR250R delivers. Front. Long travel 43mm telescopic forks with around 270 N of travel. Rear. ProLink monoshock with adjustable preload and rebound. This gives you the confidence to attack rocky trails or glide over potholes in the city. Inch. Front wheel for precise control off-road. 18-inch. Rear for stability and better tire. Options. Disc brakes front and rear with switchable. ABS. Riders can disable rear ABS for loose dirt, just like true off-roaders need. Ground clearance. A tall 285mm clearance means rocks. Roots and curbs are no issue. Weight, around 135 kilos curb weight, making it light enough to wrestle on trails but stable at speed. This is the kind of bike that feels at home climbing mountain passes in the morning, weaving through traffic by noon and hitting a dirt road in the evening. One of the XR's historic strengths was simplicity. Honda knows this, but they've also added just enough tech to keep the 2026 XR250R modern. Full LED lighting for efficiency and visibility. Digital instrument panel with Bluetooth pairing. USB-C charging port near the handlebar, perfect for phones or GPS. Traction control with off-road mode, fuel. Injection system that self-adjusts for altitude. Ideal for mountain. Girsko. Honda deliberately kept things minimal. No overwhelming electronics. Just tools to help you ride better and safer. Comfort on a dual sport is tricky. You need it to be tough off-road but not punishing on pavement. Honda found a good balance. Seat height is tall at about 885 mm, but the narrow tank design makes it manageable. Upright. Riding posture ensures less fatigue on long journeys. Tank capacity of 10.5 liters gives around 300 km of range with fuel efficiency. Vibration. Dampening in the handlebars reduces fatigue during long days. It's not a luxury touring bike, but it's way more forgiving than older XR models. The 2026 Honda XR250R is perfect for adventure beginners, those who want a reliable dual sport without intimidating power, so commuters, riders who need a daily machine that also lets them escape on weekends. 3. Trail lovers, riders who spend more time off-road than on and value durability. Nostalgia seekers, fans of the old XR who want that feeling in a modern package. It's a bike that bridges generations, easy enough for new riders, rugged enough for veterans. The XR250R will be stepping into a competitive space. Its main rivals include Yamaha WR250R, more performance-oriented but pricier. Kawasaki KLX250, a similar philosophy with green branding, KTM 250. Adventure Enduro European performance, with higher cost and complexity. Suzuki DR200, DRZ250, old rivals with their own loyal fans. What sets the XR apart is Honda's reliability and service network, especially in regions where maintenance ease is critical. Let's imagine a day with the 2026 XR250R morning city ride. You start the bike, throttle response is smooth. In traffic, the narrow body slips between cars. BS gives you confidence on wet roads. Midday highway, cruising at 100 km/h, the bike feels stable. You can push it to 120, but it's happiest below that. Fuel efficiency keeps you smiling at the pump. Afternoon trail. You hit gravel roads, stand on the pegs, and the suspension soaks up the bumps. The bike feels planted, predictable, and most importantly, fun. This is the magic of the XR250R. It's not just a motorcycle, it's an invitation to adventure. And here's the surprise I teased at the beginning. There's talk in the Honda fan community that, if the XR250R succeeds, Honda could expand the XR lineup again, possibly reviving the XR400R or XR600R with modern upgrades. Imagine a full XR family comeback. That would be huge. At Z Auto Advisor, we believe the 2026 Honda XR250R isn't just another motorcycle. It's a revival of a philosophy. Simple, reliable, go-anywhere freedom. It's not about chasing top speed or crazy horsepower. It's about giving riders a machine they can trust in the city, on dirt trails, or in the middle of nowhere. If Honda gets the pricing right and keeps the rugged soul intact, the XR250R could become one of the most loved dual sports of this decade. So, what do you think of the new 2026 Honda XR250R? Would you buy one? Would you prefer a bigger XR like the 400 or 600? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from our community. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss updates here at Z Auto Advisor. Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and never stop exploring.